fly ball, center field. He hit it a ton. It's gone.
Golf tournament silence.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family!
Welcome back to High Sox, episode 19. We're here with Drew, Ben, Mitch, Low IQ, High Sox. How you guys doing?
Good to be back.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. John's taking a little bit of a break, a little hiatus. He's in Cancun right now, I believe, doing something with his brother or something. They have like a fishing boat out there or something like that. I'm not really sure. Drew, how's it going? I know your beloved Guardians aren't faring as well as the Reds right now, and who would have thought the Reds just took the series against the Cubs, and we're looking pretty good these days, and the Guardians kind of not the same team they were last year.
Not worried. We're 12-6 since the All-Star break.
Oh, that's good. That's better than I thought, actually.
Yep. We've taken 2 from the LOL Mets in Mets fashion.
What is that? What is the LOL Mets?
It's just
LOL Mets.
Yeah, I would compare it to the whatever you would. I forget what they call the Browns, but it's the same thing. It's just a horrible franchise with bad luck and just the way it goes. So when I can LOL Mets, it's a good time because I get it in for the Browns. So, but yesterday the Guards won in the 10th off of an error, and then they won tonight. All while going on with trading Steven Kwan rumors and Clase and Ortiz going out for gambling. So it's been an interesting season, but never give up on us.
I think we thought we were going to get Kwan at this deadline.
No.
We did. I did.
No.
Yeah.
It's insane. There would be such a mass overhaul for him. They even said that. Like, you needed to pay if you want him. Now, will we keep him? No. He's our Ellie De La Cruz, fan favorite. But, we're not going to pay him. I don't know what he would get. Maybe $350, $400.
Damn, he was that good? I didn't realize he was that valuable. Like, I knew he's a good player, but I guess
he's
maybe
been in the
that's
league for 3-4 years, and he's got 2 Gold Gloves and 2 All-Star appearances. So it's not like he's,
a nobody.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about we've been talking about this over and over again, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But I think that these days, hitters are going to go for a lot more because of how much the league has changed in terms of hitting, in terms of OPS. What's valuable at the plate is not the same that was valuable 15, 20 years ago. So I think they're prioritizing, people who can basically hit for average or have like an OPS above like .800. So I think that, that's something that's changed over the last decade or so. And some of these hitters that normally wouldn't get a bag are getting their bags. They're getting their money.
Look at Schwarber. Schwarber just runs. I think it was like a year or 2 ago. He literally hit like 190 on the season, but had like 42 home runs.
That was the most insane slash he had that year. Yeah.
Can't play defense either. So it's just like hit your 40 home runs, drive in your 90 RBIs. That's all we need you for.
Yeah. And even that's a whole different story, is like how defense isn't being prioritized the same way it was 10 to 20 years ago. I mean, I think the mentality, and this is someone closer to baseball can say for sure, but I think the mentality coming up through the system, going up through university, coming to single A is like, hey, you just basically want to get on base and you want to hit homers. The defense can come later or never. So I don't know.
Don't tell Nick all that.
Don't tell Nick Kroll that? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, he just prioritized defense at the trade deadline with Key Brian Hayes.
Well, yeah, I want to get into all this. I feel like we've been gone a long time. Drew, were you going to say something before we move on?
Only thing I was going to say is Schwarber in 2023 197 with 47 home runs in 160 games.
That's
104
wild.
RBIs too.
How many?
104.
Jesus, man. That's just the most.
Hit a home run or don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, I would love to have him on our team though. At this point,
He has in like more recently has said that he would be interested in playing for the Reds because he grew up.
at Middletown, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah, I played against him.
yeah, I think so.
You played against him?
Yeah, he used to play for the Cincinnati Flames.
Really?
Yeah. You knew, I think he was like, I'm older than him. I think he was like, I was like 20, I was like 19, 20, and he was like 16, maybe 15. I don't know how old he is. Let me see. He's 32. Shoot, so I was like 24, and he was like 16, 17. You knew who he was playing up in Middletown. And then my buddy dated his sister.
Wow.
And then the same buddy of mine, his wife's sister got married to Reese Davis's son. If you remember Reese Davis from ESPN,
Yeah,
might be outdating you.
one of the personalities they inevitably fired, probably.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's not derail it too much. But yes, I did play against Schwarber. He was known back when he was young too.
Well, tell us a little anecdote.
I don't quite remember. I do remember coming in. I pitched in that game, which I'm not a pitcher, but I came in a 3-0 count and struck the batter out. That was kind of funny. But
Schwarber?
No, it was not Schwarber, but it was a teammate of his.
Okay.
He would have led with that he struck out.
I would have been like, yeah, why didn't you bring that up first?
Yeah. No, no, but again, you knew he was good. I don't remember much about it because I just don't. But I know he's from Middleton. I know he was in the lineup. Tall guy. Yep.
Yeah.
I can talk about Brian Hoyer of the Browns. I played against him.
I wouldn't know who that is.
Quarterback.
Quarterback. Yeah, he hit me with a fastball on the foot. So I got hit by an NFL quarterback, if that counts.
not in the prototypical way that you'd get hit by somebody in football, but yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So go ahead.
Little bit of little touch close to greatness there, Drew.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. No, I'm being serious. That's fucking cool. I do hope that I can see. I mean, Schwarber profiles as a guy the Reds would sign in like 4 years, whatever. He's probably, you said 32.
Yep.
So 30 Schwarber, yeah.
So 36, 37-year-old Schwarber, he comes in, and as the Reds, he has nothing left in the tank. He hits a couple bombs on the Cincinnati Reds in 2029 or something like that.
You like having Adam Dunn all over again.
I mean, Adam Dunn is getting Adam Dunn's getting his flowers, I think, much later in this, like after his career, clearly. But I feel like nowadays I hear his name a lot in conversations about home runs or records or something like that. The Adam Dunn, his name comes up a lot, and I think that people are kind of recognizing he's the player that profiles like a Schwarber these days, you know. Or
got on base and hit home runs.
Yeah,
it wasn't back then. It was all like average talk. Like if you weren't hitting 300, nobody really cared.
Which is wild. I just remember those conversations around Adam Dunn. He's like, yeah, he hits home runs or he'll strike out. And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean,
he played though, man. He was consistent. He was, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 seasons with the Reds of 158 or more, 150 or more games.
That is crazy. What does he look like these days? I don't think I've seen a picture of him in like 15 years.
I don't know. I can see him at the local softball hangout. Just with short sleeves. wearing that like 2005 Reds jersey, the pinstripes with no
Oh,
sleeves.
he's still wearing it.
Just wearing that to his local softball meetup.
Oh wow, how many home runs did he hit? 462, close to the 500 club. Damn.
Wow, that
Come
is
back.
impressive.
Come
It's-
back at age. He's
it's-
only 45? Jesus. I thought he was like 50 something. Okay. Anyway, I feel like it's been a while since we've talked. It feels like it's been weeks. I don't know if is that true? It's been like, I mean, for you it is, Drew, but
8
for me it's been 8 days. Okay. So we do have a lot to talk about, especially the trade deadline. The Reds picked up Key Brian Hayes. Key Brian. Jeez. Call me a Reds fan. Key Brian Hayes, Littell. We picked up Andujar. Yeah. So we got Littell pitching tonight. He pitched. Well, he pitched yesterday. This is coming up tomorrow. And then we have Key Brian Hayes, who made that defensive stop at third base. That was pretty huge to throw out Dansby Swanson.
Did you see that, Drew?
I did not.
Yeah. Well,
Great plays back-to-back nights. Yesterday's literally won us the game. It was a slow dribbler up the third base line, and it wasn't a dribbler actually. It was it had a high short hop that he gloved it real low, and threw out. Who was it?
Dansby
Swanson. Yeah, they initially called him safe, but he came up didn't step on the bag or something.
Okay, I saw the memes on that actually.
He kind of he stepped weird. He didn't step through the bag. He stepped before the bag or something like that.
Yeah. And that won us the game because we won by 1. And then today he just had a barehanded throw. Pretty good. So far we're seeing what Nick Kroll got him for defense.
Yeah.
And I was wrong so far. I mean, we're 5 games in.
Yeah, we're 5 games in. Yeah, he had double tonight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. On paper, I saw these moves, and I'm like, okay, the Littell thing is interesting. I think we talked about the Red signing a starting pitcher with Hunter Green being out and Chase Burns struggling a little bit. But I don't think we really thought that would be the priority over bullpen. But what's nice about the Zach Littell signing is that we have Chase Burns and Nick Martinez moving into the bullpen. So what ended up happening because of the Littell signing indirectly was when Lodolo got hurt, we were able to summon Nick Martinez from the pen to finish that game off. So basically we had a bona fide starter coming from the pen to salvage that first game against the Cubs and eat a bunch of innings. So that was kind of interesting to see Kroll make these moves, knowing that these 2 starting pitchers are going to go to the bullpen, and then to see that pay off right away is just kind of insane. So basically we picked up 2 bullpen arms and a starting pitcher, if you want to frame it like that, to see Littell come in that spot to yesterday and pitch 7 innings, eat a bunch of innings, and then to have Nick Martinez get in for Lodolo in the first game against the Cubs. I mean, it just seems like kind of hilarious how everything has been almost like Nick Kroll read the future, and saw that play at third base with Key Brian Hayes. Saw Nick Lodolo going down, so Nick Martinez could come in from the pen and show everybody that he could be that guy who eats innings. And then, of course, you got Andujar, who's kind of smoking the ball. He got a double today. That's what he
had 2 hits too.
2 hits today. Andujar, he smoked the ball to straightaway center field, and unfortunately Wrigley's huge, so
in the wind.
In the wind was pushing it out. Yeah. So I mean, I think if you ask me, at the time, my first reaction with Key Brian Hayes was, I don't know, defensively great, but we need hitters, we need people who can ball. And then Littell, I was like, okay, then we'll kind of shore up the rotation. But like I said, we got 2 additions in the bullpen because of that. And then Andujar is a little bit of power. So overall, this is looking like kind of probably the best deadline for the Reds since the Scott Rowland thing. And I mean, it's 5 days in. You know?
I mean,
And you didn't
or
get Suarez
what's up?
with a player, and you didn't get Suarez, the player everyone wanted.
Yeah, but were we really going to pay a top prospect for 2 months of Suarez?
No, it wasn't worth it.
No.
Yeah, he's a rental.
I really wanted him, but what can you do? I'll take the 3 guys we got over just Suarez. Probably any
Sometimes
day.
that happens in the way that Tito manages, where he's moving in and guys and out of the lineup. Like if you look at the box score tonight, you know, Cabrian didn't play until he pinch hit late in the game. So he's finding his kind of rotation, and Tito will do that from time to time.
You can see him. Yeah, you can see where that's coming into play. It's like, okay, look, you're not here to swing the bat. You're here to have that D-war. You know, you're here to shore up our defense a little bit on the left-hand side, especially with kind of how I guess sketchy that's been with the combination of Marte and Elliot De La Cruz over there and on third base and shortstop. So, I mean, yeah, it's cool to see Terry kind of had those pieces to kind of mix around, and you can do a lot off the bench now, it feels like, with Andujar. And then we've got Steer swinging a bat right now. He was 2 for 4 today with 4 RBIs and a home run.
Yeah,
I think.
The big home run that won it.
Oh my gosh, like that's so good to see him get his bat right now. I hope that keeps up. He had a pretty decent series against the Dodgers, I believe, for this. But yeah, so he's swinging a hot bat. Andujar is going to be like probably our bench DH guy, somewhat of a power bat. Littell, geez, what a performance, dude! Like comes first start on the team, 1 run. Yep.
Yeah.
1 run, 7 innings. What was there was like a stat that I saw on Twitter about him tonight that I thought was pretty interesting. What are all these personalities on here? Natty Sports, maybe? But anyway.
One thing that's kind of wild about Cabrian Hayes, if you think about it, you know, going back to Suarez as well, is that with Hayes, you got him from the Pirates. So, you know, he has that intra-division kind of understanding. So that takes a bigger kind of role because you guys have 5 series left in the division. And the last 3 series that you guys play are against the Cubs and the Brewers, where if the Reds are serious and can make a push, those last 9 games are very important.
Massive. Yeah.
Incredibly.
It was like a change of scenery that he needs. Like, he's been playing for a terrible organization like the Pirates day in and day out. You're not winning. You're not ever even close to a playoff spot. The Reds aren't, you know, the team everyone thinks of perennial playoff team, but hey, this year we're making a push. Who knows? Maybe you just need that motivation.
You sneak into that wild card spot. That's all it takes.
I mean, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
I'm watching the scoreboards like constantly every day. It's crazy. I'm like, it's like the first week of August. I'm like, the Mets lost. Padres were losing. I don't know what the Padres. But the Mets did lose today, thanks to your Guardians.
I almost went to that game. I was exhausted though. I decided to take a nap and not go.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a 1:10 start.
Oh man, won't be there. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of momentum right now, and baseball is such a fickle game where one week you can be riding such a high and feeling like the best team in the league, and then, you know, it all goes to shit next week, and we could be cursing Cabrian Hayes, we could be cursing Crawl, we could be saying Littell blew up one inning or something like that. So it's just all about perspective, and it's all about the moment. So I think right now the moment it's the Reds moment, and it's really, really cool to see get that W against the Cubs. We caught them at the right time. They're kind of hemorrhaging a little bit. So it's nice to see us kind of get a little bit of a break with them when we thought that they might be have a little bit more oomph in their bats. This is interesting though. Today is August 5th, which is the earliest that the Reds have reached 60 wins since 2013, when they won their 60th game on July 31st.
Wow.
So this is the earliest we've reached 60 wins since 2013.
That's kind of sad, right?
It's sad, but it's also hopeful because
In 12 years.
you get Tito in here and things. I mean, look, I told you I wasn't going to judge Tito until the first season. Like, his report card doesn't come in until the end of the season. So I think that right now to see him come in and turn this team around, so to speak, has been. I mean, it's not lost on me that he's probably a huge part of this.
Absolutely. He knows what he's doing. He's a clubhouse guy.
Yeah, I really didn't. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of those Guardians games when he was there, but he's got this like sternness, this sort of very curt, but he also has this levity to him. Where, Ellie De La Cruz was taking his glasses off the mound that one time. I don't know if you saw that clip, Drew.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then like he dabbed Ellie up one time, and I don't know, just like these little things. But then he'll like take a question and be like, "Yeah, we fucking sucked," or "No, that was the bad decision on me." So it's interesting. He has a cool kind of like uncle dynamic, but also a little bit of like a father figure. Like, you guys got to get in line. We got to win some baseball games.
Yeah, no, that's what's fun about Tito. And hopefully he's been riding around, I don't know with his health, but he used to ride around Cleveland in a scooter. I bet you he'd have a blast in Cincinnati with those hills.
I doubt he's doing much anymore. He's getting older, and like you said, his health.
Yeah.
Just bombing Mount Adams Hill on the scooter one day.
God.
What the heck was that, Tito?
Those are some rough hills in Mount Adams for sure. Coming down into the city. Oh man, you can fly down there. If Tito lost control and just skid, he's falling down that whole mountain. Or valley, whatever you would call it.
We'll need it, so let's not think about that.
Well, moving on to more with the Reds. Hunter Green is still doing his rehab assignments. He struck out 7 today. We're going to have him back, still perpetually on the 15-day IL. It's been about 35 days, I think, since then.
There's no such thing as the 15-day DL, though. It's now the 10-day IL. They changed all that a few years ago.
No, is it not 15?
It's not 15, it's 10. And it's not DL, it's IL.
Did I say DL?
You did.
I say DL still. We all know what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is it like a PC thing? Disabled list?
Yeah, for the most part.
I think it is. I guess that makes sense because you're not really disabled, you're just hurt.
You're injured.
Oh, you're disabled.
Hunter Green is disabled with his
He's been disabled the whole year, feels like.
It does feel like he's been hurt more often than not, for sure. I don't think that's the case, though. I have IL 15 on my fantasy. I don't know if that's correct on.
I thought it was IL 10. I could be for pitchers. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
That fantasy team where you're falling apart.
Yeah, well, it wasn't looking good. The writing was on the wall because the points were. I was the lowest scoring I've been the lowest scoring in the league all season. So it was only a matter of time before that actually caught up with me. So, whatever. Better than 3 wins.
At least he didn't draft Nick Senzel in like the 5th round when he wasn't even in the majors.
That's crazy, man. Boston Red Sox over here.
Really good. He's gonna be a sleeper pick for him.
That's crazy. At least pick him off. Like you can pick him up waivers. Was anybody even talking about him?
No.
The grab.
You could just pick him off waivers. You don't even have to draft him. You could just drop your last pick and just grab
There's a
him.
reason I don't play fantasy anymore.
I just feel like you
Yeah.
didn't try.
I tried, but then I was at the end. I didn't try because I was
You
losing.
drafted all Reds, or you dropped everybody and picked up all Reds players.
Yeah, Red Bengals. I was like, all right.
Wait, are you gonna be in that fantasy league for work?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Fantasy football? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
cool. You
it'll
got
be
you got a draft strategy?
Pick the best available players, I guess. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
really been following the NFL much, so
What's your team name?
I have no idea. Haven't even downloaded the app yet.
Are you using ESPN?
No, it's like Sleeper, I think is what it's called.
Oh yeah, I use Sleeper for one of my leagues. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they want to use.
yeah, it's actually pretty good. I like Sleeper. It's kind of fun. Yeah. So Green on rehab assignment. Burns and Martinez to the bullpen. We've got Lodolo out with a blister injury. Those are fucking serious, man. They're actually very
Absolutely for
serious.
a pitcher.
Can't
What
fucking fuck
happened
around.
to
Trevor Bauer, didn't he have that?
well, Trevor Bauer? He's had a whole slew of things, but no, he cut his finger
The
That's
drone,
on a drone.
finger drone.
But Alex Cobb was famous for getting them. He pitched with us last year in the playoffs. But yeah, you can't throw a baseball. Like Scherzer had him at the start of the year. That sucks.
Mm. Yeah, it's something that was interesting to me. Like I learned about this years ago when I was working for a certain company, because I thought it was ridiculous and I just laughed it off. And then someone actually sat down and like described it. Not really sat down, but someone was like, "Yeah, well, it's think about this way." And I was like, "Oh, wow, that is kind of serious." And then it kind of fucks with your arm because you might change the position of the ball in your hand, or you might change your arm movement to alleviate the pressure on your fingers. So it can develop into something a little bit more serious. And they were already talking about in the broadcast yesterday. So we'll see what happens with him. I think they caught it early, and I think it's on his index finger, not his middle finger, which I believe, according to Jeff Brantley, means something. So we'll see what happens with him. Now that Martinez is kind of like a flex option, bullpen / starting pitcher, he can kind of step into that role while Lodolo's gone. We'll have Burns in the bullpen, I think, from here on, and then Littell, Abbott, Singer. Who am I missing? Who's the last one?
Green.
Well, yeah, Green will come back pretty soon. Yeah. So anyway, Cubs series. We take the series against the Cubs. We got 2 more division teams coming up in August, plus the Phillies, which I don't know how the Phillies are doing this year.
They're
They're
good.
They're still in first.
Yeah, they've got Kyle Schwarber. I don't know if you heard of him on their team.
Is he the guy from Middletown that played against Drew in like softball or something?
No, it was
there.
Ryan Hoyer.
Ryan Hoyer, the guy who threw the pitch at Drew's foot. Yeah.
just nailed me.
Wow. I know so much about you now, Drew. Yeah, so it's going to be
first, the Phillies are in first, which is nice. They're taking a bigger lead with the Mets losing. And then you guess who rounds out 3, 4, and 5 in that division?
3, 4, 5 in the NL East.
Marlins.
Yeah, Marlins, Braves, Nationals.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yeah, the Marlins kind of like came back. They had one of the best records since like early June. They were they were like 24-40 at one point, and then before their 2-game losing streak, they got back to like 55-55. So it's kind of
They
wild.
swept the Yankees. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Their first ever sweep of the Yankees in franchise history.
Now, really though, that's not that big of a deal. They've played like what 8 times. I don't know how many times they've played.
Oh, that's
but
yeah. They're different leagues. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not like this is like the 150th time they've ever played.
Yeah,
They haven't been playing since 1936.
yeah.
They've been playing since 1994 with the installation of interleague, which I think came in 99. So you're looking at 25, 26 years of them possibly playing each other
Yeah.
for 3 to 6 games max a year.
Not to mention that now you play every team at least once, which that wasn't true
Yeah.
3 years ago.
No.
Do you like the interleague schedule, Drew?
It means nothing right now, which kind of stinks. The way that it's going is we're going, and kind of all sports are doing this. Like the NBA is doing it. Like there's no point to a division. Besides, we played the AL Central and you guys played the NL Central a couple more times per year. But now that we have evened out the schedule and everybody plays each other, it's difficult to tell who is the best team out there, based on that schedule in your own divisions. Because the Guardians might come back and win their division just because we're better than everybody in our division. But then when we go to the playoffs, I think we can beat the Blue Jays because we've just always played well against the Blue Jays. But throw the Red Sox or the Yankees in and the Astros, we're toast.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a fan when they first announced it because it was like, oh, cool, we'll be able to play these AL teams that we don't normally get to play. But now, like, it feels like we rarely play our division, like, anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we played
I want to play the division. That's where the fun and the rivalries come.
Exactly. That's where the rivalries, like, grow and are born. And you play each other. You get to know the teams. It's just way more, and the games matter more. Like, we went like almost 3 months without playing the Brewers once. I was like,
stinks.
they're in our
Yeah.
we gotta play these guys. I don't care to play the White Sox. Like, we
You
have
want to play the White Sox, but you don't care
sure
to.
now, but like I don't. It doesn't matter. It's just a game to fill up the schedule. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. I don't know. There's nothing there. It's cool to do it every so often. But I don't every year. No, I want to play the
liked
division.
it when they treated the league like a bad umpire. So, there was an unfair advantage, like at times where like the Reds would play the White Sox 6 times in a season, but then the Brewers would only play them 3 times. So you kind of get that unevenness to a schedule. But that's one of the quirks of Major League Baseball, which is cool.
Agreed.
That's the kind of stuff that all these data people, they like to see. But at the end of the day, it's all about profit now.
And with gambling in the game, it's got to be as perfect as it possibly can. That's why we're gonna get the umps, the automatic balls and strikes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what if this AI robot comes in and he's gambling on the games though too? I mean, they could program him to do it.
Good.
Just saying.
I mean, I like the interleague play actually. I think there's a scheduling anomaly that happened with the Reds this year where like when MLB created it, they need to be more aware of these rivalries being a pivotal moment for probably each month in the season. So the schedule needs to build out that way. It seems like with the Reds schedule, they sort of backloaded it, so it's a little bit more exciting at the end of the year, which I guess is kind of fun for people. But yeah, I do agree there needs to be maybe more of the Brewers in that schedule, more even distribution. But I think the interleague play, what it does is it lets you play everybody in the league, and it really defines like, okay, you played everybody and you won the World Series. It maybe gives a little bit more padding to we're number one. We played everybody in the league. I think there's something to that, maybe having to go through all the competition to then get to the World Series or the playoffs and then the World Series and then have a chance at the trophy. So I don't know. I don't mind playing everybody in the league. I think that's it's kind of cool that you have to, look at your schedule and say, okay, well, we got the Yankees, and then we got the Yankees, and then we got the Dodgers, and then we're going back to the AL, and we're playing the Blue Jays or the Red Sox or something like that. So it says something about the team and maybe makes it a little bit more, I guess, evenly distributed.
I disagree.
Maybe not my strongest argument, but I mean, hey, I do agree that those division games are the ones that make baseball. Maybe they could have done better to schedule them out, parse them out a little bit more evenly.
Like, I'm not opposed to playing the AL teams, but we don't need to play every one every year. Like, cut it in half.
I think it just loses its lackluster as well, especially with no DH.
Exactly.
No DH thing hurts.
Because, like, we'll just be playing the Twins every year. And it's like, who cares if we're playing the Twins? I would much rather be the Brewers or the Cubs or the Pirates or the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's a good
point.
I do like those Yankees series. I do appreciate seeing playing the Yankees and playing.
They're an iconic franchise.
The Red Sox and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool when my favorite rivalry for American League teams for the Reds, because it shows just that classic look, especially if you get to either ballpark. But I think per pound on the field, the way that the teams look and the way that they play each other and the way they've been the last 20 years, I love seeing a good Reds versus Tigers matchup.
Yeah.
Okay. Tigers. Just from aesthetics.
What's that?
Just like the aesthetic of the game.
The aesthetic, like it's the Reds have that just straight red with them, and then the Tigers have that tiger blue that they use. Their uniforms are both very white at home. They both have good away uniforms. The stadiums are both gorgeous. And then it's, for me, I just think that a Reds and Tigers rivalry is kind of in the works, but I can't say for certain, but I would like to see it.
I've been saying that for a while now. There's very, very little rivalries in baseball right now. I don't know if it's just me, but it just seems like there's nothing going on. Like, everybody's just playing the game and then going home, and that's it. Which is not what I want. Like, I want that hatred between teams. That's what makes it fun. You want that energy level high.
Absolutely.
Like who was it? Bryce Harper versus the guy from the Giants, the pitcher.
Bumgarner.
Not Garner.
Matt Cain.
No, he was a reliever.
Oh, Sergio Romo.
Romeo. No, but anyways, it was just like those two, like, they created the whole rivalry between the teams. It was so much fun to watch. Obviously, the Red Sox back in the day, the Pirates or Cubs and Cardinals. I don't know. There's just none of that going on right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when those brawls happen nowadays, it's just nothing ever happens. They just stand there, talk, bullpens walk in, and then it just disperses.
Yeah, no, there's no Pedro Martinez versus Don Zimmer like we used to have.
He can romanticize it, but then you had Jason LaRue's career end because of that fight between the Reds and the Cardinals. So it's exciting. I don't want players who are getting paid, hundreds of millions of dollars who are star players to get injured and hurt and possibly like in a fracas.
Players get hurt whether there's brawls or not.
I know, but it would be so stupid if Ellie De La Cruz got hurt in like a brawl with the Brewers or something like that.
Just him and Christian Yelich going at it.
Players,
that would be honestly the weirdest fight ever because those are two like great PR, good people seemingly. That'd be so strange.
How many players' careers ended during the height or just the whole Yankee Red Sox rivalry from like the entire 90s, 2000s? Like nobody. There's so many.
I mean, I guess.
Martinez.
Yeah, but that was back in the day. You got to look at it from two standpoints. So back in the day, they did beat the hell out of each other, but the dudes from the bullpen would jog in for the fight, knowing it doesn't matter if I get there in 30 seconds or 2 minutes, this shit's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas nowadays, the dudes from the bullpen sprint in, and that's when the injury could happen. And then from there, they show up as fast as they can, and they just stand there in a line and talk. So two different, kind of opposites of the way they used to fight.
I'm all for emotions, and if something happens, it happens. I mean, like I won't say that fights don't happen. You could look at it a couple different ways. I have no data to support this, but it could be the transient nature of players. You're going to one team to the next. There's not a lot of people who are on the same team or on the same division for a decade, for instance. So I think that has something to do with it, and also it just depends on the year. I mean, think about the Puig years that we had. That was pretty recent. That was 2019. Those Pirates fights. Something was always cooking off against the Pirates that year.
That's what I'm saying. They've been here in semi-recent history, but last 4 or 5 years, like there's not been much going on. Like think back of when like Pedro Strop was pitching for the Cubs. Like every time he came in, it was like the like energy level went up. Like we hated that guy so much. Cubs series, like we sucked. But those Cubs series, like I had to tune in for every pitch because it was just like you knew it was just a different type of series. The fans hated us, we hated them. Just made for more entertaining baseball. That's all I'm saying.
Pedro Strop, famous Red.
It's like 2 games for us.
Yeah, something like that. 3 games, 2 games, whatever.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say. We just need more.
We did have the one of the punches of the lifetime.
That was years.
No, that was like what was that 3 years ago, Drew?
What the punches?
Dude, yeah, 2 years, dude. The end of all fights. It was
Jose Ramirez. Yeah,
it's 2 years ago today. Jose Ramirez knocked out Tim Anderson.
About Amir Garrett. I was like, 6 years ago.
No.
Down goes Anderson, the famous Tom Hamilton call.
That was incredible. And that was almost like, that was probably one of the best physical altercations ever in baseball.
You learned not to mess with Jose that day.
That was fun. And it ruined Tim Anderson's career. Like,
see, that's what we for. It's so fun.
It didn't ruin his career because he was hurt. It ruined his career because everybody looked at him like a bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're just gonna first of all, you suck at the plate. Are you
now at the time because he was a batting champion.
He was a batting champion, but his attitude was brought into question a few times, and then he was punched in the face, and then we've heard little about him. He's not even on an MLB team right now.
He was with the Angels, and then they designated him for assignment. He got the DFA.
Big DFA. He'll go somewhere next year, probably, I'm assuming. Maybe he'll do a trial with the Reds in spring training or something.
No, he'll have a resurgence in Colorado, and then somebody will sign him for 2 years.
That seems about right.
He'll put the Rockies next year. The Rockies will win 46 games instead of 38.
He's gonna profile a lot like Conforto for the rest of his career. Michael Conforto. That's what I think.
Conforto. That's a Mets guy there for you. He seems like a fan.
He's a Mets guy. He was a fan favorite. People love Conforto. I saw so many Conforto jerseys. He was always kind of like.
Is he Dominican, Italian? What is he?
I think he's Italian.
He's Italian. Okay, so it makes
American. Yeah,
makes perfect sense for those New Yorkers. I'm not even going to try to do the impression because if this gets to them, they'll be like, "Stupid Ohio people."
Well, I have to say, dating an Italian, she gets really pissed off when Italian Americans do this or any other like gesture for that matter, because it doesn't what they do doesn't mean the same as it does in Italy. So
Makes sense.
it's like two different cultures. So it's not wrong. Like you're not wrong if you're Italian American and you're like, I don't know. I don't even know how they use that. But yeah, it's just different culture entirely. So whatever, they can have their.
Any New Yorkers that are out there watching your show, though, I challenge them to their mom's or their aunt's restaurant versus my aunt's restaurant, and we'll have an Italian cook-off, and we can decide if Cincinnati, Ohio does it better than New York, or Jersey, wherever you're at. Wherever
Where's your
they're
mom
coming.
from? Where's your mom from?
No, my aunt.
Your aunt.
Well, it's my aunt that's the chef.
Where's she from?
Cleveland, but it lives in Cincinnati.
So okay, that's important though, because I think there's the Italian American pipeline, which starts in like probably Boston, goes through New York, and then Cleveland.
Mhm.
So I think there's something to say about the Cleveland Italian Americans. Is she Italian American?
Yep.
So the Cleveland Italian Americans.
No. Wait, I'm take that. No, she's not Italian at all. She just cooks Italian. Jim's Italian.
Jim,
No, my aunt would be my bloodline, so she's Irish and Scottish.
some of the best Italian food I've had are not made by Italians. Like my mom
Doesn't have to be.
a good Italian cook. She's not Italian though.
Yeah.
So.
So yes, the challenge is up. Whoever's listening there out in New York.
All right, whoever's listening out in New York, you know where to find us. Send us a message. I don't know how we'd arrange it. Probably have to do like a meetup. Drew, you fly to New York. Fire Ann out to New York.
Yeah. Send us out there.
All right, once we get that DraftKings sponsorship, we'll use that money to fly her Ann out.
We're not doing sponsorships.
Okay, so Ben, this is a little bit too meta, but Ben said that he's not going to do any endorsements if we ever get to that point.
Take them while you can. You might as well sell out. Who cares? You may sell out with money, but don't sell out yourself. If you can keep yourself true to it, you got to take it when it comes. I mean, you're telling me that if you were Brandon Phillips, and I mean, Brandon Phillips is a bad example because he's going to take it. But if you were yourself and then somebody offered you $8 million to play in Cincinnati, but then, the contending, I guess, Atlanta Braves would offer you $15 million in a starting role, I think you'd take the Braves.
That's different. That's just playing baseball in a different city.
Okay. All right. Well, still, are you saying because it's not ethical?
It goes against everything I've preached.
Well, yeah, true. But, sometimes you got to throw that out the window.
You got to get the bag, dude.
This is all for fun. This is all just for my entertainment to talk with my friends about baseball.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. It's not even going to happen. I don't even know why we have the conversation.
Look at Kevin Hart. Man. Like, he's doing all these fucking gambling commercials. What's his gambling? He does MGM. Is it MGM? He does all these gambling commercials. The dude is already probably a billionaire or close to it. So it's like, why the fuck does he need to do these commercials? He's infecting.
Stuff is scary.
He's infecting the minds of everybody, and everybody can. You do your sports betting, whatever, it's fine. But like, he is the spokesperson to one of the biggest betting organizations in the world, and he's going on TV every fucking commercial break saying,
"Yeah,
DraftKings." Yeah, it is He is DraftKings. He is DraftKings, actually. I think. Whatever.
I think it's MGM. It's him and Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is MGM. Kevin Hart is DraftKings. They both do gambling.
Yeah, you're right. They aren't. Yeah, you're right.
They're both doing. And then who else is involved? There's a lot of celebrities involved. So it's like they don't need that money. What'd you say, Ben?
Jesse from Breaking Bad does one of them. Like
really?
Bet 6-5 or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a big one too.
What's his? forget his
name. Jesse. What's his name?
But yeah, either way, no ads for those listening.
No gambling ads. It's a different story. If you got like I don't know, HelloFresh or whatever that other stuff they do, take it.
AG1.
Take it. Yeah.
You take AG1?
No, I don't take any supplements. I drink
What's
water and eat oranges.
Hell yeah.
I've been eating a lot of oranges too.
What's that?
I eat a lot of oranges too.
Yeah, it's the way to go. They put me to
Like
sleep.
he's got him right there, man.
2 oranges every night before I go to bed.
I've been eating strawberries like nobody's business.
Yeah, strawberries, tomatoes, oranges, bananas, like every day.
I did like a little fruit yogurt bowl, a little bit of honey, some peanuts, some strawberries, mixed it all up.
Way to go.
Also went on my first run the other day since I was like probably in college, Drew.
Keep going.
You think so?
There's
I'm sore.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Sore.
My fucking Achilles are sore, dude. Taking a
And it's
pounding.
the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes aren't good.
Drew says he doesn't. I don't believe that.
Get what?
What'd you say?
You say you don't get sore, right?
No.
That's so wild.
He runs a lot, so you know at a certain point you kind of get used to it probably.
Yeah, I've done it for like 14 months now. And I'm still sore.
You got height though. You got height. There's a longer. You're in the 6 foot club. I'm only 5'10", so different.
I'm 2 inches taller.
So, insane. Hey,
Might
I
have
don't know.
something to do with your form or your shoes, Ben, right?
No, my shoes are fine. It might be my form, but I mean, people get sore from running. Drew's
yeah.
Well, but also I'm not. I mean, I ran 6 today and 6 yesterday, but like I'm not doing like 12 miles or anything like that. If I push myself then I will be. But I'm just doing a normal, what is typical for myself.
Yeah, that's good.
But welcome to the club. Do it. There's a Reddit community called C2 5K. It's the couch to 5K, and it helps people, motivate themselves to get in on it. It might be different in the smug city of New York, where I don't know what it's like to run in a big city.
I mean, I did not. I ran on a treadmill for 2.5 miles yesterday.
That sounds miserable.
That's why.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I usually agree, but I don't know. I was like motivated. I was like, I didn't want to do I didn't really want to do any lifting. I was kind of bored. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'll just go for a fucking run. And so I turned on the treadmill and I just busted it out. I tried to do probably an 8-minute pace for most of the time. So yeah, it was good. It was fun. I am sore. I'm very sore. And I did like 50 miles on my bike a few days ago, and then I did the running. I'm so much more sore from the run than I am from the bike ride. It's incredible. It's incredible. I did 2.5 miles running and I feel like shit. I did 50 miles biking and I like was fine. I was like,
it's
what
different
is going
muscles.
On? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And while you're used to it.
Yeah, biking's fun.
Biking is great. I love biking.
Yeah,
it's a good
definitely fun.
I wish I could play baseball full time for a job. That'd be fun.
I mean, why give up on the dream?
You think I could go like the rookie in that movie?
Fun, right?
Yeah, dude. That dude got signed by the Rays, dude. I bet you the Rockies the A's.
I just got to show them the speedometer on the highway.
The Twins just got 9 new opening spots like 6 days ago.
9? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like their entire roster on deadline.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God.
What's the oldest rookie in baseball history?
It's got to be like 30, mid-30s or 36, something like that. They had one this year, I think, with the Giants or some West Coast team.
Satchel Paige.
Well, he was like
He was like 40 or something, right?
42.
42.
Oh, God.
That's not right because he played.
He
played
was-
in
He
Negro
played
League.
in the
Yeah.
Negro
That's-
Leagues and stuff.
That's segregation.
That's not like a real.
Jim Morris.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It's something that's not doesn't sit
Oh,
right.
I agree.
Ask Brock. See what he's got.
Don't ask Rocket, please.
Satchel Paige. They say Ken Takahashi in 2009. He was 40. The Mets.
Damn.
I don't remember that name, Takahashi.
That last name sounds familiar, but maybe it was from some other person. Kentaka.
Hashi.
You know, that would be my dream, bro. If I could play one game, hit 2 ABs, that's it. Well, he was Japanese, so he played probably a lot in the MPB.
Yeah.
Which I guess is still a rookie. I want some guy who's like grinding in the minors for like 25 years.
Corky Miller.
Corky Miller, yeah, but Corky Miller had his first call up probably in his mid-20s, I would imagine, something like that.
Yeah.
Start swinging a bat.
I mean, it's not impossible, but it's probably like it's probably 0.01%.
No
For
way.
you?
Yeah,
For
way
me.
better. I think for anybody.
0.01%.
I think
I'd
you need to add a couple
lower
more zeros.
That's lower than a person. That's a 1/10%.
I know
Yeah, I
that.
think you need to be like in the hundreds of thousands percent.
Like, when was the last time you, like...
I play softball every Thursday.
That's softball.
I know.
The
I'm
ball
just joking.
bigger.
All right,
They're
so you tell
locked
me.
up.
So
If
then
I
when you
dropped
go-
everything, if I was fully funded and I dropped everything, I stopped working, I stopped every hobby, I broke up with my girl, I stopped like all these extracurriculars, and I just said, all right, every fucking day, baseball, all day, every day, we're just grinding that shit out.
You know
I'm
how
going
many...
to a personal trainer. I'm like having a chef make my meals. You know.
You got guys in the minors year after year after year after year trying that. And they're not
Well,
making...
they're not. I mean, they're not like they don't have like a bet of a few $1 million like I would in this hypothetical.
and yeah, I agree.
Like those guys are. I mean, I really appreciate people who are in the minor leagues. I really like feel for them, man. That's like that's working class shit right there. Like you are schlepping on buses. You are sleeping with a bunch of dudes in the same room. You probably live in a shitty apartment. You're not seeing any of your family members. You're making maybe $70K a year, $80K.
If
So,
that.
I mean, depends what.
That's
what-
at the
what
high
you're
end.
doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Like, if
if you're in double A or single A, you're probably making. You need another job.
Yeah.
You're making like $15,000.
At what
So-
age do you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, probably not going to happen?
That's just the age old question. It's like when is it time to stop playing if you're in that position? We saw that Pirates guy. I think last year he came up and he pitched pitched. I think he was a pitcher.
I don't think he's been up since, so he was there for like 3 games.
He was there for like a couple of weeks. I can't remember his name, but I remember that was a big story. It was a feel good story, and I remember watching it. And he was like hugging everybody because he was in the minors for like 12 years, and then and so like he probably went through that time and time again. He woke up, he looked in the mirror, and he's like brushing his teeth. He's like, here I go again, playing double A, triple A ball or single A ball. And wondered if it was all worth it. He's probably got a family or like a girlfriend. He's like wondering if it's ever going to happen. And then it does happen. And everybody's celebrating. It's a great feel-good story. Everybody feels good. And then you just know he's not staying.
Not
You know,
sticking.
he's not going to stick. Like those types of players are not going to just suddenly make a huge career. So, which to his credit, what a dream to play in like a day in MLB. Like that's something special.
Yeah, but if you're like 26, still hitting 220 in single A, I think it's time to call it quits.
I had a buddy, not really like an acquaintance, more like in high school, who I think he got up to double A ball, and then he dropped out.
Yeah, tough, but I got nothing to say.
Dem's the breaks, as John would say. Unfortunately, he's in Cancun fishing with his brother, so I can't really speak for him. I think. Oh, he just sent me a photo. He caught like a couple trouts.
Oh, good
Nice.
for him.
I didn't know trouts were off the coast of Cancun.
He's fishing at
I know.
Huh?
he's fishing at midnight.
Well, it's 3 hours difference, so yeah, it's like about 9 o'clock. I heard that he says the trout are better that time of day.
I didn't know John was a fisher.
He loves fishing. You didn't know that?
Oh, maybe in the fake world of RuneScape.
he wore his cape to the docks. We're getting in the
Passing out
weeds. I don't know. We're getting into this. We've been bullshitting for the last 25 minutes. Do you guys have anything else? You guys want to talk about anything?
I think it'll be an interesting second half. The Tigers might fall apart.
Crazy.
I hope the Reds can pull it off.
Second
It
half
would
is
be
well.
nice.
We're at the stretch
Is
run.
that-
now.
Yeah, it's a big stretch run. August is huge. The dog days of summer.
Dog
Kids
days.
are going back to school, and then it'll be interesting to see September because there's always some meltdown. Who's going to melt down? The Blue
Mets.
Jays?
Are you
The Jays?
are you coming to the September 6th game? They're having the bobblehead giveaway.
Who's it?
Say it
bobblehead?
again. Say it again.
Christian Encarnacion Strand bobblehead day on September 6th.
Nice. That's a. Are they going to put his whole name around the bobblehead?
Did they? Did they? I can't remember if they did or not.
Or he's been in AAA for a while now.
Is
Yeah.
it not too late to just pivot and do something else that day for the
Nope.
Reds?
Man,
That's
they
what-
put that promotion out at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they can't. But I mean, no one cares if they yank that away. Like no one wants this. No one wants that.
No, that'll be the one everybody wants. That'll be the one
Really?
that sells.
Yeah, I mean, think of it. Like, how many Barry Larkin bobbleheads can they do? Like, nobody's gonna.
Have they been doing Barry Larkin
No,
bobbleheads?
Barry Larkin, Votto, just all the hits. Like, people want these. It's like getting a jersey. Like, I kind of want that obscure player jersey. Because everybody has pros.
Well, you're talking about the collectors now, which I don't feel like a regular fan like you or me is like. Yeah, I really want a CES bobblehead. Sure. What is it?
I'll snag you guys one. I'll head down.
I'll always take bobbleheads. I'm always down for those. I don't care who it is.
This shit has gotten so much worse as the years have gone on. They've really sacrificed a lot of quality. Look,
With the
his
bobblehead.
name
Absolutely.
it says Strano, not Strand.
Oh, boo.
That's terrible.
They didn't even get the D right, dude. Horrible. This does not. That's some Team America shit right here.
That does not look like him at all.
I should do the podcast the rest of the time like this.
Nobody's
What?
nobody's listening this far.
Everybody is listening right now. We have I just said there's a spike in our viewers I just saw right now. This is live.
It's John. John's fishing and can't.
I don't think he has good reception out there.
Oh, he'll find a way to listen.
Yeah,
He's got the boat antenna out, the one that's like
Oh
60 feet
yeah,
long.
yeah. He does have that. I forgot. Yeah,
I think he's just sleeping. That's my guess.
I don't know about that. I'm finding my friends. It says Cancun. So
Let me see.
yeah, check it out. Oh, okay. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. I just had I lost internet for a second.
Damn.
Yeah,
It was
it's
worth
crazy.
the CES bobblehead, but not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's not working. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, here it is. He's in a park right now.
Just showing him live on camera. His location.
Let's say Cuesta Park.
Yeah, Cuesta Park Mountain View.
Whatever.
Maybe it says Colorado or California. Maybe he went up to California. I don't know.
California.
Anyway.
All the same stuff.
I don't really got anything else other than the fact that the Reds were doing something. This is the time to get going, and they're seemingly doing that. This is against a bad Cubs team, currently bad Cubs team. So we'll see how it goes for the rest of the series for the last game, and then we head to Pittsburgh.
Let's go. We gotta sweep them.
We got it. We got to head to Pittsburgh. We need to probably get a sweep here of the Pirates. That'd be kind of huge. And then we head to, I believe, the Phillies and then the Brewers. This is a really crucial moment. You have to go positive and then some in this stretch. You probably have to win every series, or at least close to it. Maybe you can drop. You probably have to win every series.
Win as many games as you can. That's all you can do.
Day by day, Steers getting a hot bat. We got Green coming back probably this week or early next week.
We just need more wins. 30 more wins, we'll be in the playoffs.
30 more wins. That's doable, honestly. 15 in August, 15 in September.
It'd be like a 30 and 18 finish or something like that.
That's very doable. The Padres win today?
They're up 5-3 in the 7th.
Against the Diamondbacks. Stinky. Remember when they went to the World Series and they haven't been heard from since?
Yeah, that was probably one of the most forgettable and boring World Series I've seen.
I know you hate that one. Oh, they're coming. The Padres are going to face Boston. That's going to be a fun series.
Machado back to Boston.
You want to go to that, Ben? You're a big
Boston
guy.
I'll go.
Oh, it's in San Diego. Never mind.
I'll go there.
Yeah, I see you're wearing a Boston hat. I think some of the people are going to have questions.
I just
ugly.
I can put on my.
What do you got? You got a Whalers hat?
I got a Mets hat.
Yeah, let's put the Mets hat on. Celebrate the loss today. I like the Mets.
Oh, that's a Cubs
I don't.
hat.
It's hard. It's tough for me just because they've got Lindor. They got money.
Oh,
They got that new GM that can just do whatever the hell he wants. What's funny? What cracks me up? Here's another LOL Mets. Is they is it Steve Cohen that owns them?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they hired that GM for a bunch of money for like 5-6 years. Gave him all this money, and then he had a scandal as soon as he got there. He was like some 27-year-old prodigy. He was like talking to underage girls, and they're like, you gotta go. It's like, dude, you had it. You had it. Threw it away.
Had it made, man. Truly.
Ow. God, that's
He was he make that comment to the reporter or something? Is that what happened?
It was something. I should clarify that I can't confirm it was underage, but
We're gonna hit with a lawsuit for defamation.
yeah.
Actually, I don't remember what it was. There's so many controversies in baseball every year, I feel like. By the way, where's Wade Miley?
Oh yeah, where is Wade?
Is he hurt?
He did get hurt, but
I think I heard them talk broadcast tonight. I don't remember what they said.
He's on the 15-day DL, left flexor, still as of June 20th.
10-day IL.
What's
Here
up
we
with these
go again. This
long?
10 versus 15 day.
They said this 15-day IL exists. It says 15-day injured list to the 60-day. Oh, he put on the 60-day 5 days ago. Okay, so he's not coming back.
Move
Oh,
out.
maybe
Not-
for the season run.
Well, he has to be. You have to have your lineups, your rosters secured before that. So I don't think he makes it.
No, I think his MLB career is pretty much done.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a TikTok. Somebody covering the Wade Miley transfer to 60-day IL. Imagine making a TikTok about that. 1 minute video.
Get the bag, man.
Okay, I don't have anything else, guys. I feel like I'm just beating around the bush.
I got one more thing for you here, real quick.
Oh boy,
Always have something fun. So
I can't
today
wait.
is the anniversary. It's a 14-year anniversary, August 5th, 2000. I'm sorry, it's 24 years. 2000, August 5th, 2001. I was at the greatest baseball game that I've ever attended.
What's going on here? You were at this game?
Right?
Yeah, so
Look at that.
at this moment it was 12-0 in the third inning, and the Indians would come back and win 15-14. This is in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. And Omar Vizquel rips a triple down the line to score 2 runs. Watch Kenny Lofton will come around here, and this is my favorite part. There's K Love. Such
Yeah,
an exciting.
I love him, man. He's great.
You get the high fives from Omar Vizquel. Here's good old Charlie Manuel. And then if you go right here, that is me right there on the broadcast with my dad. So just a high five right on ESPN.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
Yeah, see right there, right there.
Bumping shoulders with Schwarber and
Yeah, right here.
on the national broadcast.
They had the best record in baseball history? Or no, they're
The Mariners.
The Mariners
They-
were. That's yeah.
Yeah, the Mariners would have set the all-time record for games won that year, but they lost by 1 game. And if you take that game away, that was the game. I mean, they lost 30 other games, but this was the game that people look back on and you're like, oh my goodness.
Had like a 99.9% probability of winning.
Yeah. So that's what I got for you. It was fun, gentlemen.
That was awesome. Thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate that. It's nice
Yeah.
to see that, we all have that one game or that moment that's obscure to everybody else that means a lot to us in baseball. And that's the beauty of the game.
Yeah, never leave a game early, for sure.
Never leave a game early. 162 games, you're going to witness something unique. You're going to witness something that's special to you. So those, especially in childhood, those memories are very, very important. So some of those
Absolutely.
games, Sean Casey hitting a 3-run bomb at Great American Ballpark, those things kind of ring in my head,
That and the Jay Bruce for me, when he clinched the home run. Take it to the playoff.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah, and I was at Aroldis Chapman's debut. Those were fun times.
Ben was there too, right, Ben?
No, I was at the Phillips Molina brawl.
Oh,
Damn, that's crazy. That's insane.
you stopped by and did you? I think you stopped and bought a hot dog that day. I remember that vividly because the crowd was going nuts, and I was like, "It's the first inning. What the heck is going on in there?"
It was wild. It was so wild. And then of course, after all that happened and ended, Molina led off the second inning and hit a home run. And it was like, so the boos were so loud. I've never heard a boo from a stadium that loud. And he was just like embracing the whole thing. Of course, they won the game and they swept us the series, but it was an experience, that's for sure. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Well, it's fun when there's electricity in the ballpark. That shit. There's nothing better than that.
Well, that's why the game, maybe to your point about the brawls and stuff and the rivalries, there's not a lot of villains that I can point to right now in the game of baseball. Like, who can you think of? Who's a villain?
No, like Judge and Ohtani. Like,
And
neither
Manny
the
Machado.
nicest guys in the game. Like,
People
back
don't
in
like
the,
Machado.
Well,
Machado's a bit of a villain, but he's not.
but he's kind of toned it down a lot in recent years.
He's one of my favorite players. I love Machado, but people don't like him because of his earlier antics. But I think he's great.
He's matured a little bit. He's now like the leader of that Padres team.
And that's how you felt Bryce Harper up early in his career. And I was like, I love this guy. I think he's great for the game.
I didn't like Bryce when he started out, but now he's worth it. And especially when he was like, Manfred, get the hell out of our locker room. That was cool.
He was a bit of a douche when he was coming up. I remember those games against the Mets. He was that was when he was still he came to the Phillies, but I mean he was with also DC, so
yeah.
Anyway, he was an asshole. Like he looked like an asshole. He presented like this guy with swagger, and you're like, "Fuck you, dude! You're a piece of shit." But then he's obviously
he backed it up.
He's one of the greatest in our game right now. So he seems like a cool guy. He has a TikTok too where he makes a bunch of food in the off season. He's like,
I've heard about that.
Here's how I do my coffee, and he'll make like a coffee on camera, and like he was like, yeah, I got this creamer. This is what I do. I think he's a little bit of the conservative like health stuff, like where he's like, like you not that that's bad really, because he's like, I'm non-GMO. He drinks non-pasteurized milk, and he was putting that in his coffee. He's like, I get this at the farmer's market, stuff like that. So it's cool. He kind of has a little personality behind his brand.
He loves Bakersfield in downtown OTR Cincinnati. So when they're in town, you might be able to catch him at Bakersfield.
Coming up, yeah. Yeah, that's a good.
Next to Tito riding his scooter, just basically Tito driving him up to OTR.
That would be hilarious. Is that a game in Cincinnati? That series, Phillies?
I think that we've.
It is. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys should, Ben. You should go to some of these games coming up, man.
Oh, I have. I've been trying to go to a game like every other week.
You guys went to the Dodgers, right?
The Dodgers, and I went to one last week. That was the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Yeah. The Ohtani game where he came out in the fourth inning.
Yeah. And I think I went to, I don't know. I've been to probably like 10 games this year.
I've only been to one. That's crazy. Yeah. All right. Cool, guys. Well, thanks for chatting. Thanks for talking. Thanks for coming on last minute, Drew. We really appreciate it. Thanks for your insight and your anecdotes and everything. And we'll have to get you on again soon. I think we'll do like a little bit of a longer thing next time with John available when he gets back from Cancun. So
or Colorado or Washington
or California
or Licking Lake, Kentucky. You don't know where it is.
Yeah, we'll do something special. We got to circle some dates and circle some moments that we can all jump on and do something special.
Yeah, that works. Thank you, gentlemen.
And maybe we'll do like a watch for the playoffs or something. Live stream watch.
I'll do that.
I don't know, something like that. We'll figure something. We'll talk.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. I'm gonna take John's line here. Keep your hopes high and your socks higher. Take it easy.